Hello everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in. I, of course, am Rotype, and we're back in Factorio Cities, where I've done, as usual, a bit more cleanup between episodes. You can see I've kind of extended the city blocks out this way below our steel foundry area. And what I'm really trying to do is get started on this brick and concrete area because I want some brick. And actually, now that I'm looking at this, I did this in the wrong block. So we'll go ahead and clear all this. And then unclear, there we go. I want my stone bricks to start being made automatically, and I'll put them on the bus just because that's where they're gonna go. But really, I just want to have some bricks in the right place so I can make walls and whatever other types of things I want to make on my own. Now, I did have to clear this light, so I'll go ahead and put it back. Now, let's see. I want to make sure I do this the same way I have been. So that's right. Coal is on the interior. Got it. So this one is coal. And let's see. We'll cover it that way. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to run the undergrounds in this empty block, mostly because I'm not sure what I'm going to be putting in that empty block. So for now, I'm just going to run it like that. But this should be simple enough to connect. So I did take the raw bus. We'll zoom in a little bit here. You can see I cleaned up this whole area and took the raw bus down a little bit farther. Some of this is mostly done. We're still trying to dump the rest of this coal. But the stone, but everything else, the iron and everything, the copper, is all lined up down this way. And I've got it all connected. I brought the stone down to this space. I don't think we'll need all four for the stone or all four for the coal, but I'm just gonna leave them there for now, and when we need to do something different about it, we'll do something different about it. But the nice thing about that is we now have coal and stone down here, so this should be a simple enough thing to just hook up our inputs here. Now this comes right here. Bring this guy down, and this will need to be the stone. So this will go from here. And that'll connect up directly. Give a simple split like this. And here we go. Now we should have our brick. I don't know, is it still called a foundry if it's brick? Maybe I'll call it foundry anyway. But we'll get our brick column built here. Now, I do know that I am pretty low on steel furnaces. Actually, I don't think I have any on me at the moment. I do, let's see. Let's just switch back over to nanobots and see what they can do about this area. In the meantime, I'll make some, no, I won't. I need brick to do that. Okay, where is my current brick? Do I have any in a box? Yeah, I have 100. That's not a lot, but that'll get us started. And actually, I'm going to stand up here, so as this gets going, I can pick up more brick from this area. We'll clear that. I don't need that guy. Good, so this will all get hooked up. We'll fill in the steel furnaces as we make them in some weird order. I really would rather do this one, but the nanobots are going to do whatever they determine best. And here we go. Now we got brick already kind of on its way. Now what is... Oh, I see. I have forgotten to properly get the coal in here, but that should be no problem. All right. So now I have some brick. Let's continue to get ourselves not pushing the wrong buttons. Let's see what we can get done as far as this again with the wrong buttons. Okay, here we go. Maybe I should just remap that rolling stock. It's a little too close to my F key for picking up stuff off of belts and whatnot. All right, so this will come down. Might as well just stand at the end here, I think. Oh. Oh, no, I don't want it to make... I don't want it to use the brick on that. I need to save the brick for furnaces. But once I get all these furnaces built, and I'm not going to do multiple columns, maybe eventually, maybe. But for now, I'm just going to build this one column, and I need some steel to make any more of that. Let's go grab some steel from... Where did I put the box? Here? somewhere. There it is. Okay, that's a lot of steel. Once I'm done building this column and all the furnaces I need for it, then we can start filling in the path. And that'll be really nice to have a little bit faster running, walking, car driving, and just aesthetics. The path will finally start showing up on the map. So it'll be a good thing. See, I don't know if I need 20, but we'll just fill in as many as we need. Yeah, okay, let's cut it down a little bit. I don't want it to be left with a ton of extra steel furnaces. So we need probably not even that many. Keep losing my mouse on my second monitor. Well, maybe that worked out exactly right. All right, so there's that one there. Anything else? Nope, we are easily blowing through all of our stone. And we're gonna use the rest of the brick on the path. That's fine, I'm okay letting that just happen. You know, I might be getting close to the point where I should double up this. You know, what I really should do is look up the proper ratio of material use. I believe I can, well, let's just see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Looks like I can run 12 on one, well, I guess 1/2. No, 12 total furnaces, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 total furnaces on one yellow belt in. So that means 24, so a little over half of this column will run on a red belt. And if we get access to the other half of the belt, we'll double that up. All these things to be done in the future, but just some interesting math to be thinking about doing. I am going to put this in a box, and frankly, I'm just going to run it all the time. Just load up on brick so I can grab it wherever I am and fill in the path. And again, well, no, I want to leave it going into the brick. I don't want to run it up to the bus quite yet. And we're going to blow through our nanobots, just dropping off these things, but you know, I'm okay with that. That's what they're for. All right, so let's take a bit of a drive. Take our left turn here, right turn here, and we're back near the bus. I think the next thing might be to start organizing the actual bus. And I don't know where these guys are going, but maybe they should stop. Clearly used all of our nanobots already. Okay, so let's take a look at our map here. We have green circuit here. That is this block. I'm going to also reserve this for green circuits as well. Let me place another here, confirm. And I'll also reserve back here. We're going to need a lot of green circuits, and we may or may not need all of this space. But if we don't, we can reuse it for something else at a later time. But I just want to reserve these blocks for that. Now, the red circuits are going to need the oil refining process to be done. So this is going to have to be farther down this way. So the next thing I think I might be able to do, I should probably start mining this stone to get it out of the way. But in here, I can start building red science. And it doesn't have to take up a whole block. Here it is. Nope, that's liquids. Where is red? There it is. Red science, confirm. And I can also probably do green as well, because green doesn't need steel either. So we'll go ahead and plop a green marker there. And then we'll just head over, and actually some of the times this is a little easier to do from the map view because they let me zoom out a little more. We'll find our, I don't want the bus block, I just want the regular block, and make sure these are all lined and marked for block making. Oh man, this forest. Just running into forest everywhere, but that's okay. Here we're going to start to get our first interesting, I mean, I suppose we could make it uninteresting and just make some gates here, but we'll have the train here, so we might have to modify our block a little bit. But let's see, which block is this? Okay, this is a ways away, so we're just on the way on the wrong area. We need to make sure. Okay, so this guy is already demarcated. Let's go grab the car and see what it looks like up close in person. So let's see, green circuits. And this block we're entering right here will be our science block, at least the first couple science blocks. As with anything, we will, this is in the wrong place. And this one's in the wrong place as well. Clean up the block infrastructure. This should only take a moment. I'm not sure why that doesn't exist yet. There we go. And the game always decides to put these wires in this particular pattern. I'm not sure what the reasoning behind it is, but at least I've kind of memorized it at this point, and it's an easy fix. Drop in the rest of these. I am going to switch to the termites to help me out. Clear this rock as well. There we go, get out of here. And again, just finish up the side of the block over here and clear wires I don't want. All right, so now we have at least the base of our block. Luckily, this one isn't too overly forested. I'm gonna go clear some of these just to get a full view of what my block looks like. I'll clear out a little bit of this. Luckily, these termites make it pretty easy. Oh yes, and then there's this big stone deposit that I'll need to deal with. That might be a project for the next episode or in between, just kind of lining up some mining of that stone deposit, clearing it out of there. Get the train, maybe a branch here just to come down, pick it up, ship it back over to our foundry area. Although, ironically, the foundry area is only 2 blocks down. I'm going to be shipping the stone all the way over to the front of the bus. Maybe I will do something different about that. I'll have to think about that a bit. Decide if I want to ship the stone all the way around or make some kind of intermediary connection. If I do, I don't want to make it temporary because this is going to last quite a long time. I'll have to give that some thought. We'll just clean off this stone deposit here. It should be good enough just for some eyeballs. Just for kicks, we'll give it a, whoops, wrong button. There it is. We'll register it in the system. And you know, it's awful dark up there. So I'm just gonna run down here and continue. So it decides this is also west. Well, that's fine. So we'll go with, we gotta look at it and then rename it. I'm gonna rename this Stone West 1. So here's our Stone West 1 with 2.3 million stone in it, which all things considered is not a ton of stone. I almost always forget to do that. Let's see if it agrees. Yeah, 2.3 million. Yeah, all said and done, that's not a ridiculous amount of stone, but it should last us a while until we start really getting going with the concrete. That'll use stone up a lot. All right, so let's see. I believe in my production list here, I have a, nope, circuits. I need not belts. There it is. Science red. Now, I don't know how many of these I want. This is a perfect ratio of gears to red science machines. Obviously, we can just add a second gear machine for another column. And where do I want to set this up? I think just probably there will be sufficient. I am lazy, so I'm going to go get the nanobots to do my work for me. Give me half of those, please. Switch over to the nanobots and build these things. Now, if I recall correctly, I do need power poles. Okay, so a lot of these designs, I don't drop the power poles because you don't necessarily know if I'm going to be building this before I have the big poles or the medium poles or what. So, no, don't make all those gears. We pick up our gears around here from this box. And I'm just going to pick them all up. That way I don't have to make them. And we'll make a handful of those. All right, so this obviously has to be iron. Doesn't need a underground. This also doesn't need an underground. However, I need more transport belt as well. We'll go over here and grab that. There we go. Oop, that does not need to be there. All right, so let's go get some iron. Ooh, I also have no underground belt anymore. Let's make some of that while I wait. Iron is not on this top one. I need to switch off of the construction bots or they're just gonna go crazy and use all my transport belt. I'll also run up here. We'll do power first. So, where do I want to run power? I think I might run this up. I can never eyeball this properly. Let's try that. And my method of verifying is dropping this block in and making sure it's in the middle. Okay, good. I actually got that in the middle this time. So from here, we'll drop those lights. Ah, it looks like my blueprint's off a little bit. That light is in the wrong position. But we will fix this. Now, as far as the electricity goes, I'd like to probably cover as much as possible. I don't know if I want them on the outside though. How does this look? What if I'll have to give them full coverage like that. Take a look at the map. So that does almost look like a straight line. A little wobbly, but I suppose we can deal with that. And then the other one will just go on this side. Hopefully this lines up. Good, okay. And then one there. Excellent, I think I can live with that. So from here, we have to know that this is actually going the other direction. And nope, that was the wrong place. Right here. And this is where our red science actually finally joins the belt. The bus. Excellent. And again, now we have probably still not enough of these. So what are we going to be low on? Iron plate. All right, we can go get some of that. Iron plate will be here in this box. And we'll go get ourselves. Okay, enough. Stop. All right, where did I put iron plate? I put iron plate on the second one here. So this should be a pretty simple pull off. Minus the extraneous underground belts everywhere. We will make some splitters while I go drag the iron. Now this might be quite a trip. While I'm here, I'm gonna finish these. I don't like these unattached undergrounds. And we'll just march off. We'll fill in a couple things along the way we notice need fixing. Mostly lights now that I'm used to the well-lit base. Put that in. Yep, I'm gonna have to fix my blueprint. It looks like one of my lights is in the wrong position. So we'll grab all this, and luckily it looks like I already dragged this down pretty far, so I don't need to do too much wandering. And again, while we're here, just gonna fix some of this. And this one as well. Nonsense. Okay. So we have, while we're going this way, we have iron coming down. The next thing we'll need to do is get copper down, because we do need copper for the other half of the red science recipe. So that'll go that way. Copper will come in, let's see, yes, right here. And this will go like this. Copper is the second on the bus. Coming from right here. And then same process, just to make things look even. Finish that out. And off we go. Copper shouldn't be too far away up here. Yep, there it is. And again, taking the red science back this way. Wrong button again. There we go. All right, let's see how we did. This copper is going to take a little while to get there, but should make sense. And I'm going to clear this We may add some more red columns later that will merge in. But for now, that's fine. Just kind of clear this first row. All right, so we got gears coming out. That's good. Looks like this is solid green, so we have enough stack size bonus to just use the fast inserters here. These all take something like 8 seconds, 5 seconds, so these regular inserters will do just fine. Maybe some lights, some here and here. Well, maybe not there, just there and I don't know there. Yeah, that'll be good. Get some extra lighting going on. As soon as our copper arrives, which here it is, we should see some red science being produced. Up in the car. Let's get ready to follow the red science down to the labs. Whoops. Preferably not demolishing too many things on the way. You know, I was coming up for the design of this base. I thought a 4-wide path would be plenty. Turns out it's still kind of hard to drive the car on a 4-wide path and make sharp turns. Alas, what are you gonna do? All right, it looks like we have our very first red science coming out. So this is a good place to put a cut in the video. So as always, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you turn in next time where we get this red science down to the labs. But until then, my name's been Rotype, and I'll see you next time.